Hey guys, what's up? My name is Jimena, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about like me and my background in science and stuff, and then what I have planned for this channel, and like looking back at like 2019 and then looking forward to 2020 type of thing. I don't know how to say it in less words, so I'm sorry. But the first thing I want to say before I like continue on and like start talking about everything else that I had planned is I have an idea of like possibly doing like college and like university type of videos about like majors and stuff and like advice and like experiences since I am now separated enough from college that I can like look back and reminisce and not like just hate everything about college. Or at least give advice about like the things that I experienced. So if you want that, let me know if you think it would be better to put it on this channel or like vlog channel. Just because this is like more sciencey, so I don't know if like the two would mix. I know I did it in the past, but like let me know your thoughts. Anyways, let's move on to what this video is really supposed to be about. Me. No, I'm just kidding. So I thought I would give you guys a little bit of background about myself. So I went to American Canyon High School and I graduated in 2015, and then I came here to the University of Portland, and then I graduated in 2018. And so my degree was in environmental science with a quantitative focus, which is like such a fancy word to say math. So basically like my track in environmental science went like climatology, meteorology, oceanography, and then like calculus and DiffyQ, and then like GIS and AutoCAD and MATLAB. And so like it's like environmental science but like leaning towards technology, which is like kind of funny because if you think about it, like most environmental science people are like, they know a lot about like biology and ecology and all of that stuff, and I'm approaching it from like a technology side of it. And so looking for jobs is like sometimes a little bit like because they want you to have a lot of background in biology, which I have gained now since I got the current job that I'm at right now, because I've gained a lot of experience and knowledge on botany and all of that stuff. But like coming out of college, that's not what I studied. So yeah, that's that part of what I studied. Hopefully I'm trying to get a job in GIS, but we'll see how that goes, because I'm not getting a certificate unless that is what I plan to do for the rest of my life, which I haven't solidified yet. There's a lot of goals that I have of jobs that I want to do. Like it's not like one main job that like once I do it, like that's the job or like that's the field or anything. Like I definitely like want to have a broad amount of experiences, and I just want, like when I get my master's, I want to make sure that it's something that is specialized but broad enough that it covers everything that I want to do. And so like right now, like what I'm doing this year and next year and up to 3 years is my max, hopefully, before I go back to grad school, is I want to explore different career fields so that I solidify what it is I want to get my master's in and then go back and get it. Anyways, let's talk about my current jobs. So I have 2 jobs. One of them is I'm a natural resource technician for an environmental consulting company. And so I guess the best way to say it, because we do a lot of things. So like the main thing we do is like we restore and maintain wetlands. So some of the sites that we do are like my boss owns them, and like we are personally like, it's our sites. Like we create the budgets, we are choosing what to do on it to restore wetlands, and then some of them are like we're doing projects for other entities. So I'll give you like an example of like both. So for one of the projects that we're doing is we are creating a wetland to then sell credits to other companies, because the way that this works is if a company wants to displace a wetland, like let's say they want to build a building or something on top of a wetland. In order for them to do that, they'd have to displace that wetland. And obviously, like, a business isn't gonna want to go out of their way to do that. And so instead, what they do is they buy credits from companies like ours in order to, so like they get the credits from us pretty much. I don't know where I was going with that, but what we do is we create them. And so we currently have 3 sites, well, 2 main sites, and then we're working on creating another one. And so this can have things from, like, I'm getting ahead of myself. So the main things that we do is we get rid of all of the invasive species and we plant native species, and we maintain it until the area is good enough to thrive on its own. And so right now we're close to the end of one of them, and it's been going on for 10 years. So like these are long-term projects. So we do things like we mow, we cut, we spray, and then we collect the seeds and then we replant them, is one of the projects and that we are currently like in charge of. And then the other project that we're doing for another entity is currently Portland Metro wants us to plant 500,000 trees. Yes, that's the correct number. 250,000. And so that's the other thing that we're doing right now. And yeah, we have planted so many trees. So like any damage that I've done this year driving wise or anything is going to be offset by the fact that we're planting 500,000 trees. I'm just kidding. Not like my personal carbon offsets, but like that's a lot of trees. And so what they're planning to do is they're creating a willow forest that is going to thrive in like 10 years. And there's a lot of details that go into that, but like I'm just hitting the basics of enough for you to understand what I do. And so for my other job, I am just a math tutor, and this is like kids that are from 3rd grade to seniors in high school, and I just help them with like the basics of math, and not specifically their homework. Like we test them and put them on specific programs to help them develop their math skills to be able to excel in their classes. And so both of them are really important, and both of them like are intros into the other things that I want to do with my career. And so yeah, I've learned a lot in my field job, and I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to work there and be able to do everything that I've done. But that's not my preferred career path. And while I am grateful for the experience and I am grateful for everything that I've learned and everything that I've been able to do, I know that long term I'm not going to make this a career, because I cannot work in the field for the rest of my life. And you know what? That's okay, because you have to try things to figure out what it is that you like and what it is that you don't like. And so like I wouldn't have ever known that I didn't like field work if I hadn't done it. And so my boss knows how I feel. So like I talk to him about a lot of things. So it's not like he doesn't know that these are my feelings. But career-wise, he knows that this is a good intro job, and he knows that like what my future plans are, and that I hope to get like an office job or something that's like 50% or 60% like desk work and 40% field work, or something along those lines. Like something where part of the time I am in the office is my goal. Because I do want a job that has like some sort of field aspect. I just can't do like 90-10. I can't do it. Like that's what it is right now. It's like 90% field work and like 10% like office work. So like looking into the future. Anyways, that's what I do. And then moving on to this channel and all of that stuff. So the reason that I started this channel is because like while I was learning all of my stuff in university, I realized that it was insane that more people weren't talking about this, and that there had to be a better way to access this stuff. like this information, because a lot of people, like, the IPCC report is online for anybody who wants to read it. But let's be real, like, who's gonna read it unless you break it down? And then when people break it down, they summarize it and they leave out important details. And so what my goal is to teach people more about what's going on with the world and things that other people aren't talking about. And so, yes, Frodo? And so sorry, I like lost my train of thought. Yeah, so I want to teach people things that they wouldn't like otherwise look up themselves. And so, for example, one of my, like, before I started actually watching vlogs on YouTube and stuff, I actually used to watch a lot of like educational channels, like, and even for school, like, they helped me a lot, like Crash Course, math tutorials, all of that stuff. Like, they helped me get through school. Like, if it was not for YouTube, I don't think I would have done as well in all of my math classes as I did. Because honestly, like, YouTube helped me a lot with school. And so those channels were kind of more my inspiration to make this, because sometimes you want to mindlessly scroll on YouTube and just like keep watching random videos. But like, if you're watching vlogs, that's not teaching you anything. That's not extending your knowledge on absolutely anything other than somebody's life who, like, you're probably never going to meet, and it doesn't do anything for you. But if you just want to mindlessly scroll, why not look up something educational? And so, like, that's why I want to keep my style kind of relaxed, where it could be a vlog, but it's not a vlog because it teaches you something. And so that's kind of my goal for this channel, is to teach you something, but like in a way that it almost doesn't feel like you're being taught something, because it's kind of like a story. Although I don't know if I'm accomplishing that, but I am teaching people stuff, because when I was like, I'm skipping around through what I wanted to talk about, but I guess I'll say it now. Like, one of the like crazy things to me is I always assume that people don't watch my videos. Like, I promote them and stuff on like my social media, sure, but like that doesn't mean people actually watch them. Like, you know? And so like whenever people actually message me and tell me that they watched my video, I'm like, really? Like, I just assume people don't watch them. And it was crazy because like, I got a lot of reactions from the video about the fires in Brazil, because a lot of people were talking about those, but also my recycling video. Like, people were literally messaging me saying like, wow, I didn't know that this wasn't recyclable, and I've been putting it in the recycling bin this whole time. Or like, they'll send me pictures and they'll be like, is this recyclable? And like, to me that's insane, because like, you learned something from my videos. Like, you know, I don't know, that like, that's my goal, is to teach people stuff. And so like, to have accomplished that even like on this like small scale is like insane to me, and it makes me really happy. So that's what I want to keep doing. And so unfortunately this month I have been preoccupied with other things, because if you haven't noticed, I do everything on my own, like the editing, research, everything. I do it on my own, and I have 2 jobs. And then this whole month I've been stressing out like really, really bad about next year, because where am I gonna live? My lease is up at the end of next month, and like, I am praying that I find a place within the next week so that I can stop being stressed and figure out my life. And then I've been praying that I get a new job, because I want to have one job that pays very well instead of having 2 jobs. Like, that is my goal right now. That is all I want, is I want to have just one job that is preferably career related, so that I could keep advancing in my career and continuing to do these videos, because I feel like if I have one job, it would give me more time than like having to divide my attention between having to go through 2 places. I don't know, maybe like I have more time now, I don't know, it doesn't feel like it. I'm definitely a lot more stressed right now than I would be if I only had one stable job. So like, that is what I've been trying to do this whole month, is I've been applying and looking for places to live. And unfortunately, like, my mental health is suffering from the lack of responses, because I swear, like, you can look at my LinkedIn. My resume looks beautiful. Like, I don't know why these places aren't hiring me. Like, I'm not even trying to, like, pretend like I'm, like, up here or anything, but my resume looks good enough that, like, even if you're not going to give me the job, like, how are you not giving me an interview? You know? Anyways, that's, like, an aside, though, because, yeah, my mental health is, like, this whole month, because of that stuff. And so, unfortunately, it's taken up so much of my time and my, like, thoughts that I haven't been able to put as much time as I would like into this channel. And you know, like, I have to, at the end of the day, like, I love making these videos, they are a passion of mine, but I have to be able to pay my bills, and I have to be able to, like, have a roof over my head before I do this stuff, because it's, like, it's an extra thing, you know? And so that's my priority right now. Once I get everything settled down and everything is fine, I will have the ability to post more regularly. So I am, even though I'm not able to post right now, I am going to be writing scripts so that when I do have time to upload and post and edit and everything, that I can do so, like, consistently for a while, because I'll at least have everything researched out. That's my plan, at least for right now. So I don't know when exactly in January I'll be able to start uploading normally, but whenever I do, it's going to be consistently. I don't know if it's going to be mid-January or, like, the ending of January, but that's the plan right now. That's what I'm like, aiming for as far as that. But I also have a couple more projects that I kind of wanted to share with you about the stuff that I've been working on, because I have been stressing around everything about my life, but I've also been doing a couple other things. So the podcast, number one, with Darren, honestly amazing. Like, I have learned a lot about things that I didn't even know. Like, episode 3, we talked to Hanmona, who I don't remember the name of her tribe, but her tribe goes from Arizona to Mexico, and it's like, I don't want to give too much away, because I feel like you should definitely listen to her explain it, but, like, the things that are going on with the border wall are heavily impacting her tribe, and it's something that I never would have known or thought about if it wasn't for me meeting her and, like, her telling us her story. She's actually also making a documentary on it, which I'm really excited to watch, because I really, really want to know more that, like, about what she's shared with us. But, like, even, like, as a minority, like, I know about, like, the stuff that's happening in respect to the immigrants and, like, the influx of that and, like, the kids in cages, but, like, this is another side of that isn't being talked about at all in, like, the mainstream media, and I feel like it needs a lot more attention than it's getting. And so stories like that make me really happy that we have the podcast. And then also episode number 4, we talked to one of my friends, Tate, who is working on a couple projects that I'm helping him with. And so if you want to know more detail of, like, those projects, listen to episode number 4. But a little, like, summarized version is that I can't even speak anymore. He is planning a plastic documentary that is I think I'm gonna leave it there. He's planning a plastic documentary that I think is really amazing, and obviously, like, I'm helping him out with it. And then he has his own nonprofit, and he's trying to get funding so that he can go back to the Dominican Republic and build vertical farms. And so that's the stuff that he's working on right now, that I'm going to be helping him with. And, like, it's insane. Like, I'm really excited to get my hands on these projects and, like, help him thrive with them. And I don't know, it's just, like, insane. It's amazing. And then I have a couple other things that are just so, like, beginning status that I don't even want to talk about them yet. But I have been pursuing other things, and so like my plate is literally full right now, and then I am stressed about my life. And so I've had a lot of things going on this semester, and like this has been a very chaotic ending to a year, and I'm so ready to be done. Honestly, like I want to be done. I tap out 2019. I tap out. Like I am hoping that things get better after all of the holidays, and like maybe I'll get an interview and I get hired somewhere. We'll see. But that is my stress right now. And so I have a lot of great plans for the new year and videos for this channel and stuff, and just everything. Like I'm really excited for the things that I have planned. It's just been a very stressful time, and so unfortunately I could not finish the videos that I wanted to do this year, but everything happens for a reason, and next year is going to be very productive, and I'm gonna be on my shit once I get my life together a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there because I feel like I've already shared a lot. If you want to know anything personal wise, I will start uploading on my vlog channel after the new year, all of my moving stuff, because I'll actually have a reason to film and stuff. Because yeah, anyways, a lot more details, you know. But that is where I'm going to leave this here today. I really hope, sorry, this is from the energy drink. I really hope that I continue, sorry, I really hope that the things that I do on this channel help people and teach people more about science than they knew before, and like open people's eyes to the things that are happening. And please, like, always comment if you want to start a conversation with me or anything. Like, I'm always open to it. I love reading people's comments. I don't get a lot of comments. I don't know if you can tell, like, my channel is like very toddler like, but you know what, like I'm already accomplishing what this channel was meant to accomplish, which is teaching people things. And it doesn't matter in what scale it is. Like right now it's like a really small scale, and you know what, I'm satisfied with it. Like obviously everybody's goal is to keep growing, and like that's obviously my goal too, but I'm genuinely satisfied knowing that I am pissing off climate change deniers because they keep disliking my videos because they're mad. And I'm teaching people things, and at the end of the day, that's all that this is. Like, I'm just trying to teach you things. And so, yeah. Yay, 2020! I have nothing else to say for right now, so you know what? I'm gonna cut it here. Yeah, don't forget to hug a tree, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.